Hi, I'm Michael Sansolo, and this is Shopping with Michael, where I take you inside today's supermarkets to help you shop better and smarter. Ever wonder what those exotic sounding ingredients like chia and quinoa are? We're going to help you tell the difference between these and other unusual products. How about those mysterious codes all around the store? UPCs, PLUs, QRs. We're going to explain what they mean. And why is it always so darn cold when you go into the supermarket? Do we really need a winter jacket in July? We'll have answers to all of this and more in a minute.
Rich people know all about quality. They spend lots of money to get it. But you don't have to be rich to get the quality you want in your everyday shopping. That's because store brands from your favorite supermarket, drug chain, or mass merchandiser give you comparable ingredients, taste, and performance at prices that beat the national brands all the time. Of course, you have to be a smart shopper. Try the store brands. Use them at home, compare products and results. And of course, enjoy the savings. Maybe that's why so many rich people buy store brands too. Store brands, the smart way to get quality.
Welcome back. Supermarkets carry far more items than we can imagine. 42,000 on average. Some of these items have really weird names, like flax or chia. And how exactly do you pronounce that one? Quinoa? Quinoa? It's actually quinoa. These products are part of a group we call the ancient grains. They're called that because some of them come to us over thousands of years. They were used by societies that no longer exist, like the Aztecs. They form the basis of their diet, and today's shoppers are turning to these items as interesting things to eat, putting new tastes, new flavors onto the menu. They're loaded with nutrients, and we always do like to try something new, don't we? Let's take a look at some of these because I think they've got a fascinating story. We'll start with flaxseed. Now you're seeing this one in the store in a number of categories. It could be with cereals, or it could be with ingredients to mix into things like smoothies, yogurt, any one of a number of places. Flax is loaded with omega-3s and essential fatty acids. So putting a little of this into a product like a yogurt or mixing with cereal is going to make that meal a whole lot healthier. One that's kind of similar to it is chia. Now, chia is loaded with dietary fiber. So while you're getting a lot of nutritional benefits, it's also filling you up. So you don't feel hungry right after you eat. And you can put chia, much like flax, into yogurts, into smoothies. You can bake it into muffins. Easy product to use with a lot of interesting attributes. The one you probably hear the most about, and of course, the hardest one to pronounce, is quinoa. Now, quinoa is a product that comes to us from South America. It's traditional in the diets down there. It's a product you can use in a lot of ways. Quinoa can be a side dish. You can put it along with a protein instead of rice or potatoes. Cooks up really, really nicely. But you can use this in countless ways. It can be put into things like cereals. That works fine. You can even use this in place of dirty rice. So if you're using sausage and shrimp, makes an interesting meal. Or you can help make a crab cake using quinoa to bring it all together. These products, though, are just some of the ancient grains we now see in our stores. And when you see these products, they're easy ways to bring something into your diet that gives you that boost of nutrition and a new flavor sensation. Always new things for us to try and eat. You've seen these codes a million times. The UPC code, that's what it's called. It's become commonplace. It's everywhere. Where did it all begin? Why is it used? In fact, it's only one of many codes that accompany our lives. The barcode, or more properly known as the Universal Product Code, actually was launched back in the mid-1970s. Prior to that, when you bought groceries, or pretty much any item, you handed it to the cashier who had to punch in the exact price. What the barcode did is it takes all the information about that product, its price, its size, exactly what it is. So for the shopper, it helps us get through the checkout a little quicker because now they just have to pull the item over a scanner. The price is always accurate because it's controlled by the computers. And if there's some sort of discount, some sort of special on that item, The computer knows it and will show you on your receipt how it's been deducted. The code itself, though, is something of a technological marvel. The little black bars on the white background on that code, all of them actually send information to the cashier, or more properly, the scanner, to tell them exactly what that product is. You'll notice there are also numbers underneath the code. It does the same thing. So as it is being scanned, the computer knows instantly exactly what that product is and exactly what its current price. And it does make your trip through the checkout lane that much faster. But it's not the only code that we see in the store. When we buy produce, we always see these stickers on every single produce item. And to be fair, many times we're like, what is that doing there? I gotta take it off. But that little code, you'll see it has a number. That's called a PLU, or a price lookup code. It enables the cashier to know exactly what this item is, because they can't remember every item in produce. And then they punch in that number, weigh what you've got, and boom, you're through the register on that. The newest code that we see is what's called QR, or quick response. With this code, you usually need an app on your smartphone. You take a picture of it, and you can learn all kinds of attributes about the product. You can learn about ingredients, you can learn where it was grown, or even ideas on recipes. These are some of the small ways that technology is becoming part of our shopping trip. And it's a way that all of these codes actually help us as shoppers. Ever wonder why a supermarket is so cold? The reasons may surprise you. I mean, here's what we all know. It's July. We're wearing shorts and a t-shirt. We walk into the supermarket and we're freezing. But then in January, we walk in wearing a parka and we still are cold. Why is it that way? Well, part of the reason is there's a lot of food in a supermarket that needs to be kept at certain temperatures. Think about your trip. In meat, in dairy, in frozen food for sure. We've got those cases that are pumping in cold air to keep those products at the temperatures they need to be. Refrigerated items, for instance, must be kept below 40 degrees to stop bacteria from growing. We all want that. And frozen items, obviously, they have to be kept below freezing temperatures. We'll find them in the low 20s, in the teens, sometimes colder, because those items need to be really, really frozen for us when we take them home. The problem is all that air pours into the aisle, and it makes the entire climate of the supermarket really, really cold, in part because that climate is also working to keep everything nice and chilled. So the air conditioning is on and we're getting the cases, wow, we get chilled. Change is on the way. It may be slow, but it's coming. We see more and more stores putting in cases that have doors on them. The doors keep the cold air in, keep the product at the temperature it needs to be, and in the aisles, it's a little bit more comfortable. And we're going to see this trend growing because it's energy efficient. It works for the store because they save costs on chilling the whole place, and it works for us as shoppers because it makes the trip just a little bit more comfortable. So the next time you're in a store and you're opening up all those doors, well, try not to leave them open too long, because then the more cold air pours out, the more it makes somebody else like me freezing cold standing in the aisle. But that is why our stores, whether it's January or June or July, are freezing cold. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new about shopping in your supermarket. I'm Michael Sansolo.